Well, many parents of children with autism in Ontario have expressed deep concern over the changes the provincial government is making to the way they'll receive funding for various therapies. But for one couple in Toronto, keeping their son in therapy, the therapy he needs, will mean having to sell their home. Nev and Will Dundas are joining us in studio this morning. Good to have you here. First of all, tell us a little bit about your son, Dylan. He lives with autism. How have your lives changed since he was diagnosed?
So Dylan is 5 years old, and he's an energetic boy. He loves to help. He loves to be involved and, do things with us. Since his diagnosis a couple of years back, it's been a journey for us to get him the right support so that we are able to do all those things with him that, a regular 6-year-old would love to do. So it's been a journey, to say the least.
And the therapies that he uses right now are helping him for the future. This is helping him to become a teenager and head into adulthood. They are expensive. I understand $90,000 a year is the cost for your son.
Yes, we're looking at $90,000 a year for therapy, and you're absolutely right. That puts him in a position to get the skills he needs now to help him grow and build and develop to become an adult and to be a self-sufficient adult.
And, it's widely known among studies with autism that the earlier you begin to help a child, the better for success in the future. Under this new model, as of April 1st, you will now receive less than $2,000 a year. You've made the decision to sell your home in order to fund these therapies. Will it be enough?
Well, that's a good question. In the short term, we have a plan, but that plan may not be sustainable. We're looking to extend our son's therapy for as long as we can and ultimately integrate him into the school system. However, that forces us to sell our home, and that can only go for so long. We're looking at a few months, maybe a few years of therapy, and now we're talking about a lifetime that we have to look forward and look ahead to providing if the funding is ultimately cut off.
The sense of desperation, I can't even imagine how frustrating it must be as parents who know there are therapies available that will help your child, and you may not be able to access them.
Yeah, and these therapies are proven, and they've been proven to work. And it's very difficult as a parent to know that the support that we were getting is going to disappear because we do need the help. I don't know anyone who would be able to support the cost of therapy. So it is very frustrating, and we are very desperate.
The provincial government's response to this has been that this will help the families who are on wait lists. We also know in Ontario those wait lists are long. Some people don't get access to the therapies until their kids age out of the opportunity to access the therapy. So what is the solution here for families?
There's a lot of smarter people than I am that have offered way for the government to still fund these and make it equitable. We need needs-based assessments. We need needs-based funding for these children so that they get what they need. And the idea is you give them a lot at the beginning, and eventually that would be pulled back and phased out, opening up the program to other kids that are on the wait list or that may be requiring different approach to therapy than what our son needs. And I think the government is thinking that everybody needs these high dollar amounts and it's not sustainable for them to pay $90,000 per child, but that's not the case. If we do needs-based assessment, needs-based funding, there is a way to make this work.
I want to thank you both for being here and good luck with your fight as you continue. It's a difficult story to tell. Thank you for coming here to share it with us.
Thank you.